will be held in as many as 31 assembly seats across 10 states and Kerala's Wayanad Lok Sabha constituency, from where Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is making her electoral debut. Though these by-elections are not going to have any bearing on the governments, they are seen as a big test for the Congress and the India bloc, which failed to put up a united show in the recent Haryana assembly polls. Voting will be held in 7 seats in Rajasthan, 6 in West Bengal, 5 in Assam, 4 seats in Bihar, 3 in Karnataka, 2 seats in Madhya Pradesh and 1 seat each in Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Kerala and Meghalaya. Voting and votes will be counted on November 23rd. Most of these seats fell vacant after the sitting MLAs contested the Lok Sabha elections and won, while in some constituencies the by-polls are being held due to the death of the representatives. Now, elections are underway, voting is underway. It needs to be seen how and which party will get its edge. Jharkhand is also going to polls in 2 phases. One is today and the other one is on November 20. 43 seats are going to the polls in the first phase. Elaborate security arrangements have been made for polling, which will begin now and continue until 5 p.m. It will end at 4 p.m. at 950 sensitive booths spread across 31 constituencies. Now, let me go across to my colleague Prabhakar joining me. And Prabhakar, among big faces, my colleague Sam is also joining me. And Prabhakar, let me come to you first for the Jharkhand elections. Among big faces, we are talking about former JMM CM and sitting MLA Champai Soren from BJP versus former BJP leader Ganesh Mahali. JMM will be a fight to watch. Tell us all the key highlights of this campaign.
Yeah, so it's not only the Champai Soren who is in fray, but also his son. They are both from the Kolhan region in fray on the BJP ticket. Then you have Arjun Munda's wife, Meera Munda, contesting. Then you have the former Chief Minister Raghuvar Das's daughter-in-law contesting. So there are many big faces in fray, and this entire region, remember the Ranchi and the Saraikela region, which is in and around Jharkhand, is going to polls today. Altogether, 43 constituencies, many of the big names, their fates will be sealed today. And this is a region which is also highly Naxal infested. So the election commission is taking is taking all precautions actually to ensure that the SOP is followed and there is no untoward incident. Yesterday we had a word with the Chief Electoral Officer of Jharkhand, and he said that out of the many constituencies, around 250 booths have been identified which are super sensitive, and there the polling personnel, the paramilitary forces, they are all being airdropped by Air Force choppers. So they are not actually commuting through road, they have been airdropped by Air Force chopper, and after they complete their poll duties, they will be picked up by chopper only. So that's the kind of precaution which the administration is taking. A very crucial phase this is. Remember, it's a fight about the tribal votes here in Jharkhand. The moment you talk about any political narrative by both the factions, NDA or India Alliance, it's about the tribal votes, the way they have picked up the issue of, especially the BJP has raised the issue of illegal migrants, the illegal settlement of the migrants in Jharkhand, and blaming JMM for helping them out and how they are eating the resources of the tribals. So it's a fight for the tribal voted, and in a state like Jharkhand, actually, whichever the tribal vote swings, that
the infiltrator remark. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, both targeted the JMM and Congress alliance, saying that they are infiltrators and that the BJP will safeguard the rights of OBCs, tribals in the state. So a narrative was set. How effective was that on the ground?
Yes, so that is to be seen. Actually, that would be reflected in today's result as to which way this tribal vote goes. But as I was telling you, you have to read between the lines. When Amit Shah started this narrative of illegal immigrants, of Bangladeshi migrants settling in Jharkhand, he was not talking about them. He was actually trying to lure and scare the tribal voters, because he went on to add, and even the Prime Minister actually echoed his sentiments, he went on to add that these illegal migrants, they are being settled here in Jharkhand with the help of the JMM and the Congress government, and they are entering into the resources which are actually meant for the tribals. So it's the tribals actually who should be aware as to how their interests are being harmed by the JMM and the Congress government. So it's basically, as I was telling you, it's a fight for the tribal votes, and Jharkhand being a tribal dominated state, it's the tribal vote actually which decides the fate of the political parties in fray. Also, both the factions are actually eyeing and trying to lure the women voters, the kind of freebies which has been announced, whether it's a Maiya Samman Yojana or a Gogo Didi Yojana by BJP. Both these schemes actually are aimed at luring women, and the monthly stipend which they were getting was 1,000 rupees a month, which has now been promised that if they are voted back to power, the JMM would step it up to 2,500 rupees, and BJP has promised a 2,100 rupees monthly stipend, and the waiver of registry fee in the name of women if the property is registered in the name of the woman members of the family. So these are the kind of promises which have been made for the women voters, to wing the women voters, and youth. Not to forget the youth, the kind of job promises which have been made by BJP, whether it's a 5 lakh job creation in the next 5 years, whether it's a monthly stipend to the graduates who are unemployed. So these are the major sectors, major chunk of voters which both the factions are eyeing, tribal being the one, the women voters being the second, and youth, of course, are the third.
Absolutely, Prabhakar. Stay with us. We also have Sam Daniels and my colleague Harsha joining me, for Sam for Wayanad and Harsha for the Rajasthan bipolls. Thank you so much all for joining me.